Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films. Back with another review for you guys from Dark Sky Films. This is for the recently released, as of January 28th. That is the Siren. Was planning on getting this up on release day, but was just a little bit too tired after watching it to proceed with the review portion. But do have this up for you guys today, and yeah. Now, I'll start by saying this film may not have been for me, but maybe for other people. I respect what it was trying to do, and I understand what it was trying to do, and it was definitely something different. Just didn't really fall into my category of film that was enjoyable for me, per se. I didn't hate it, I just didn't really, I don't know, I don't think I was catching what they were really going for. I mean, I know what they were going for, but it just fell kind of short for me. I love films like The Innkeepers, We Are Still Here, most recently Bliss. I mean, Dark Sky puts out some fantastic films, and every now and then there's some that just kind of fall short for me. There's been a couple, but for the most part, I mean, really solid releasing company. And like I said, this one could just be me. And by the way, this is available on DVD and on demand. I don't know if they're planning a Blu-ray release in the future, but as of right now, it is only those two. And yeah, we'll see if that happens or not. What was it? Stakeland? Yeah. I just keep rambling on like movies I really enjoy from Dark Sky. Anyway. So this movie pretty much revolves around two central characters and some of a third, which I'm drawing a blank on his name. But Tom and Nina are the two main characters. The character of Tom is pretty religious and goes to stay at this, I'm not going to say cabin, but this little house on the lake. And I'm still not exactly 100% sure why he was going there to begin with. I don't know if it was just to kind of get away or what the case. It might have said in there somewhere, but I didn't catch it. But yeah. Anyway, so Nina is the siren of this film, as you can tell by the cover. Who they kind of explain at the beginning what a siren is. She's pretty much just a lovesick person from a previous time that ends up taking her own life in this lake, and in doing so she is destined to stay in this lake and kind of just I guess she doesn't have to, but the willingness to do so is so strong she can't really resist it, to drown anyone who comes within contact with her. And yeah, so she meets the character of Tom, attempts to do so with him as well, but she refrains from doing so, controls herself not to, and they eventually fall in love with each other. There is a subplot, side plot, whatever. I don't know if they put the character's name on here or not. I didn't write it down, but I don't see his name in here, but there's a guy that lives down the way whose husband was taken from him a few years before Tom meets Nina, and he just knows it was some monster in the lake that took him from him, and he's determined to find this monster and get rid of it. So you do have that side story in there as well. And I say monster lightly. She kind of just turns like black all the way through her eyes, just fill up with black, and she kind of makes this like groaning noise and everything like that when she's getting ready to hurt somebody. But yeah, she's pretty much invincible. She can't really die, but she can't leave the water. She can get all the way out of the water as long as she like keeps like her foot in there. And yeah, so that's pretty much the concept of this movie. Is them two kind of falling for each other, and the neighbor down the way there finally realizes it is her, and some things happen. In the last probably 15 minutes of the movie is the only part that's really kind of horrific, would be like horror-esque. Doesn't really show some scenes that take place. You got to kind of guess what happened. But the last 15 minutes was pretty intense. Other than that, it's pretty much just them meeting up in the water, swimming, looking at each other, things like that. Like I said, I appreciate what it was going for, and it was trying to be like this melodic fairy tale and everything like that. I did watch the feature for the Perry Blackshear interview at Glasgow Fright Fest, which gives you some information on there. It's not very long. I forget how long it is. It might have been like 20 minutes or something, if that. But it was pretty informative of the direction they were trying to go for and everything, and his research and kind of these gothic fairy tales and everything like that. But it was originally titled something else in the UK. I can't remember what it was, but just the Siren sounded a lot better for the release for this. And it does a lot of focusing on her and just kind of showcasing how beautiful she is. I don't believe there was any nudity in this from what I remember. I was kind of hoping for at least that, but for only running 79 minutes, it felt a lot longer than that. It felt like a couple hours. I was kind of having a hard time staying awake here and there, but again, it could have just been me. You guys might enjoy this film more than me. I'm pretty easy on movies, but yeah, I just felt like it was missing something. I don't know what it is, but it just felt like something wasn't there. I don't know, but I appreciate what it was trying to do, and it was refreshing to see something different than what I'm used to watching, either like cheesy action flicks or cheesy horror films, things like that. This one definitely was different than what I'm used to. It just may not have been my cup of tea or whatever, but this yeah. So The Siren is a strikingly directed and superbly acted creature feature that is simultaneously charming, creepy, and achingly sad. A tense, hauntingly melodic, a hypnotic tale with a folkloric fairy tale vibe, as some of the review quotes or whatever, critics. Which, I agree with everything except for the part of the creature feature. I don't really consider this a creature feature. She's pretty much just human and just can't leave the water. But yeah, again, guys, if this sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out. I definitely recommend streaming this one first on demand. I know it probably runs pretty inexpensive. It's probably in the $10 range for the DVD, if I had to guess. But yeah, thank you again, Dark Sky, for sending this over for review. I really appreciate it. It was a breath of fresh air. It just wasn't, like I said, necessarily for me. But look forward to seeing what else they release. And, I enjoy all types of film, slashers, just kind of hack 'em up type stuff with no real story I enjoy. And I do enjoy films like this, too. This one just kind of didn't have enough. Maybe it was the pacing or something like that, but, So, let me know if you guys have checked this movie out and what you guys think of it, and what's your favorite Dark Sky films. Like I say, we're still here, Bliss, Innkeepers, Stakeland, all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy those films, and, we'll see what comes next from them. So, till next time, guys, peace, love, happiness to everybody, and catch you guys next time. Bye.